Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Give me just a minute to get into the game, and we'll get things started here. Let's see here. Just that. There we go. Good. All right. Seems good. Okay, so where did I leave off here? Looks like right. Okay, I was doing a bit of restructuring, redoing things as I got better technology, um, and decided to just rebuild my factory pretty much from the beginning. Um, what is this here? Smart lady. All right. I think this was so I could just look at recipes or something. I can't remember exactly. Select recipe. Yeah. This was so I could view uh, recipes for this as I do things. Okay. So, looks like I had set things up so that I would be more productive with the ore and smelting it. Um, how many did I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Um, and if I remember correctly, I went with 8 just because it was easier to split up than 9 or something like that. So, at least I think that's how it was. Let's see here. Let me just double check. So, this produces 240. And each one of these consumes 30. Okay, so never mind. Um, 8 was the proper number. What did I do to do this? So it comes out here, it splits into 3, it seems. And then I did a 2, 3, and a 3 after that. Okay. Um, you've got just a bunch of plants growing up out through this, so let me grab those real quick. Let's see, what else was I doing? I was going to send all of it this direction, and this is where I was going to start building the rest of the factory, if I recall correctly, just because it is a wide open area. I've got a lot of places I can just expand this to. And then over this way, I was building a road out to the other half of the things I was doing. So over there is all my power production and steel production at the moment, I believe. And I want to send that up here as well because I'm going to need steel for a few of these facilities as well. So, I suppose I should get the basic stuff going here first. Now, what's in here? Just a bunch of rods. Let's see, my inventory is fairly full at the moment. Let me put some of this in storage and see if I can get this fixed up a bit. Okay, so put those in there. Sort this a little bit. Guess I don't really have storage space, so now let me just put up a temporary storage right here. And I can put most of this stuff just in here for the time being. And of course, I'll come back and grab it as I need it, because I'm sure I'm going to need some of this. Ah, right. I suppose I can't put anything more into it because it's full. Okay, so I suppose I need plates and rods in order to build this storage. Hold on. Oh, that's right. Plates, rods. All right. So do that there. And I think I'm gonna remove this for the time being, just because, I don't know, kind of seems like it's gonna be in the way. I can't remember if, there we are. Just have to remember which button it was. Alright, put that there, grab that. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So, first things first. Gonna build a constructor over here so I can see the recipes. And just to remind myself, okay, so I do have an alternate recipe for screws, which I think is probably good. Just, you know, have that as a frontline recipe rather than having it go through multiple steps. So these first three, as usual, should be my first step. Now, I need to make sure that just plain iron is not used in any other recipe, so it doesn't look like it. So I don't need to keep, like, or even iron ore. Like, I'm sure, you know, what would help is if I looked at the basic crafting over here. Okay, because iron ore is used for ingots. It's used for steel, but I'm not worrying about steel over here, at least not smelting it. And everything else, I believe, uses like the crafted bits and parts. So, first things first, I've got at least 4. Do these have a specific input and output? Like, I think both of, let me see if I grab storage container. Yeah, okay. So it is specifically 2 input, 2 output. So I've got 4 output for iron that I can do things with. And At first I was thinking of building something right here, but then I remembered I am keeping this place clear because I'm sure I'm gonna be using this miner to add more iron to it. So, here's something I want to try. Okay, first of all, as usual, I'm going to use tier 1 for the standard uh, just transportation and setting up of uh, my production lines, and then I'll upgrade it as I get to it. As far as having 2 separate levels of this, I think I need a stacking conveyor pole. Is that... So that would go like here. And then this would... Well, if it wasn't such a steep incline. Can I stack another one on top? So like that. Then this would go like that. Okay, so that'll give a couple of outputs for that. And I'll do the same right over here. And then I think I'm gonna compact them over this way so that they run side by side, so that this area still stays fairly empty for future crafting. And I do that. And it's interesting to see how it thinks it wants to connect some of these lines sometimes. Okay. So now this... I don't know, I suppose I'll just have it go like this. How much space does that take? That takes 1, 2, 3, 4. So in order for it to go along, I suppose it's going to be there, right on the line. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do that. Okay, maybe I was off a bit. Hold on. Guess I can just put it's like that, rather than making the whole thing. Maybe not. If I just too short. Okay, well, that then. That'll go to there instead. And now this will fit like this. This can go like this, I believe. We'll have it connect up there. Stackable is what I want. Now I could probably do something like that. What happens if I try to connect it? Here. Well, let's actually be looking at it as I try to connect it. It seems okay, but let's see if I can do something like this. And that come down to there like that. So that way it's not too high. Although, I don't know if I need it to be one high or two high. I just, again, I can't help it. I try to make things as compact as I can. Okay, so that's set up. This will, might as well do this as well. Out of plates. So let me go back over here and grab some. There we are. Had to look for a moment. All right, and oh, right. Gotta make sure I don't get things too close to the splitters. Because then they decide to merge them together on their own. So we'll just do that. Now everything should be about equal. Alright, so these are going to come out of this way. And I don't think I need too much more space after this. So I figure at worst this one is going to take up just as much space along these lines. So, well, maybe I'll give it a little bit more room. So we're going to have a constructor somewhere over here. Just throw that down real quick. Okay, now I need to figure this out. So I think before I ended up needing two to make screw at minimum. I needed two to make screws, but I'm not doing a minimum anymore, I don't think. So if I do it in a bit of a ratio, I was doing one plate, one rod, and two screws. So and again, I suppose I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. Because I am producing 204 or 480 per minute, so I should try to consume that amount as well. So iron plates are going to use 30 per minute. rods are going to use 15 per minute, so we're at 45. Uh, why is my brain not working? 45 plus 25, 70. Okay, so doing one of each is going to use 70, or one set is going to use 70. So 4 sets would, no, 3 sets would be 210. So 6 would use most. Boy. I'm going to use 24 constructors. For all of this. Alright. Let's remove that one and that one. How many can I fit side by side? And that's only using half of what I can produce. I can see this getting very large indeed. Let me grab some of these plates. I think they're in here. Looks like I need a couple more cables as well. What's in here? This is random bits. Okay. I'm gonna end up with a lot of those, I think. Also, I think I have cut off some of my energy requirements. Like, nope, that is still going over this way. These do have all green lights, never mind. Well, green and yellow lights, I suppose. Okay, so 24 of these. First off, I have to remember that this is a path or a road that I'm going to be using, so I can't be blocking this if I plan to drive vehicles over here. Or maybe I should just put the vehicle over here. I may need a vehicle for this side of the factory and the other side as well. Okay. So this is over here now. No need to worry about it getting stuck on the other side. Okay. So if I build a constructor, I don't want to build on this lump of dirt. So maybe I'll build it right after it. Right? Having conveyors on it, that's fine. How many can I fit side by side? That is the main thing, yes. Let's see, 6, 7, so I could fit a third of them without any troubles. And then can I fit 4 more? I don't think so. Because if I could fit 12, then I could put one line through this 12 and one line through the second 12. Well, okay, I probably can fit 12 if I think about it. Just need to expand things this way. So if I just this. I mean, this is what I was planning on doing after all, so. Okay, so it looks like I will be moving these like back over here a bit. Something like this, maybe. Why is it so difficult to place these? I don't know. Alright, it's 4. Yeah, this is gonna look a little bit, well, not better, but it's going to fit a little bit better. At least until I actually get everything set up and find out that I need to change it. In my mind, it fits very well. And of course, because I'm building and deconstructing, because I've lost count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This looks like it might work out pretty good. Alright, that lines up with this pretty well. Oop, turned too far. So like it's going to come right down this way. Kind of lines up with that. And we'll send it off down that way. And on the fastest conveyor, it should be able to handle everything at full speed. So then we're going to be doing 12 there. Now, what I should do I don't know how to stack these things. Because what would be the best thing to do is to have this long row of things crafting, and then up above have another 12 so that I can make use of the lower and upper uh, track of inventory. So, the lower one would stay down here, the upper one would go up there. Let me see what I have to work with. So I do have walls. I did buy the catwalk. So I think I would have to put down more foundation after. Let me see what this is. Okay, first concrete and metal, so it's just like foundation. Seems like it only goes on the seams. Okay. So if I were to do that, could I then add foundation up here? Overlapping. Here's a 1 meter. Not sure why we don't have 2 meter ones though. But let's go with another 4 meter. Excuse me, just because the rest of them are. And up there, it seems like it would have enough clearance. Then I could just do this. And probably one more as well. There we go. Now, granted, that's how well do these fit, by the way? Okay, there's a little bit of room there, but not as much as it would take up on this side. So I would need 2 of these, I think. So if I go over here, and I may need to readjust where these are positioned. We'll see in a moment. But for the moment, we can do that. And these don't quite line up here either. So and then again, I don't want them to quite line up, rather than line up with this, which was just a mistake, or not a mistake, but an accident. Didn't intend for it to be like that. Let me see here. How well do the stairs work? That's not so bad. Okay. Put up more constructors. Looks like they need to be turned around. And again, I guess I'll start on this side. I'll just kind of center them. That way I've got, well, let's do that. That way I have room up front here for the conveyors that are going to be going through. Kind of wish I could just zoop mode to these things, but it doesn't seem like it. That's 6. There's 3 more. Go. Is that lining up with what's underneath? Because that seems to be taking up more space. Did I do one too many? Maybe I did one too many. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I did do one too many. Alright. Let's readjust the ones that are down here. Didn't think I would be building this quite so vertically right off the bat. And also, I will fix up the wall so it's not like you have this floating platform. Although we are technically standing on a floating platform, but whatever. Alright, so I think I have to start over on this side to get it all lined up. Because this one almost lined up with it. I just didn't want it to be completely on the side. So if I do that, it is a little forward, more forward than the other end, but that's okay. Alright, here's 8. Yeah. Right, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11 and 12. Okay. Now, how do I want to do this? Because technically, I now have 4 lines that are going to be feeding into 2 lines. And I can't just put... Well, yeah, I can, actually. Okay, so maybe I don't need all 4 of these. Maybe I just move the entirety of the top row, which is no longer needed. But it looked nice. But, oh well. It's unneeded, it's unneeded. Okay. Now, this bottom row, we will pretty much have going directly across, not into any of these. Too long. Okay. Just do that. And actually, we're going to need splitters. First one's gonna go here. Why isn't it? There we are. And the rest of them will go along this. Just like before, lining it up with both. And we're out of cables. Okay, let's go grab some more. Actually, I probably have a bunch sitting in the storage over here. Or is it this one? Nope, that's the rods. No, in fact, I don't have any in there. Okay. Well then, guess I'll just grab from over here. Let's grab a stack of those. Then we'll get to working on the rest of it. And I'm definitely going to need to expand that to conform with the rest of what I'm making, I would think. Alright, why aren't you lining up? There we are. Because I couldn't see the line. Gonna start placing them from this angle so I don't accidentally walk off the ledge. Okay. And now we just connect it all together. Let's do this first. I don't know why, it's just easier like this, I think. doing everything that lines up here rather than uh, both simultaneously. Oh, we're still going. That one didn't line up. I mean, I know it's not necessary to, but I would like it to. Nope. Still didn't line up. There we go. Apparently it was lining up with something else. There we go. That's better. Alright. Connect all of this. Almost walk off the edge. It's like I was worried I'd do earlier. Okay. So that'll feed it all the way through there. And this will feed right into that. It doesn't quite line up, I don't think. No, it's a little off. That's fine. And then you've got the second line that's going to go up top. Nope. Okay, apparently I can climb the outside of the stairs. So let's put in a bunch more splitters. We need more iron. Oop. Okay, good. I can fall 3 flights. Excuse me, without worry. Alright, more plates are gonna be probably this one. No, those are reinforced. Did I use all the plates that I made? That doesn't seem right. There's none in there. Because I thought I grabbed the last of the stack that I had in here. Yeah, I must have used all the plates that I've made. Okay. Let's see then. I guess I'm gonna have to just grab some iron, craft more plates. It doesn't take too long. We're crafting 2 at a time, so it's all good. And then, of course, once we get these basics up and running again, we'll hopefully not have to worry about this again. Because my plan this time is not to have everything so it's equal up, so I don't want to be like producing 240 iron and consuming 240 iron. Or sorry, that one's a bad example. I don't want to produce 240 plates and consume 240 plates. I would rather consume like 220 plates so I can, build up a back stock. And then kind of do that process down the line. So consume 220 plates uh, and then uh, you know, consume slightly less, I guess. All right, we're making splitters up top, if I recall. Yeah. Just do that because it will be coming up to here and probably turning in that direction. So that's just fine. Line that up. I think that one moved. Maybe not. Right, this one's lining up a lot easier than the last one did. Not really sure why. There we go. Oh, it's a lot closer too. So gonna have to squeeze in here to get this all together. That's fine. Probably uses like one less plate or something. As long as it works. Just do what we did on, basically repeating what we did on the bottom row up here. All right. Then connect them like this, so it flows right down the line. And again, I believe that once I upgrade the conveyor belts, it should be able to handle the entirety of the iron without a problem. All right, back this way. One thing I didn't really think about is like how much power this is going to be using. Because I think I have a connector down here that I can look at. Because, yeah, my current max consumption is 286 of the 375. Oh, I am now on top of something. Okay. So the 286 is mainly all of that. And a little bit from the rest of this stuff too. So maybe what I will do for concerns of power is I might only hook up one layer of this. So, you know, doing this. Oh, I also need to decide what all of this is making. Okay, so it's going to be let me look at this again. Hold on. So it's going to be 1 iron plate, 1 iron rod, and 2 screws. We've got 12 per level. Actually, this will be pretty easy. So half of the level will make iron plates, half of it rods, and then the other level makes screws. At least once it's all connected. That'll make it a little easier. So set this to iron plates. Just 3, 4. Just trying to keep track of how many I'm setting to do each job. Okay, there's the 6. The rest of these can be rods. And I'm putting the rods second because they use less per minute. So it's likely that if there is any slowdown in providing iron, then it will be for the ones that use less rather than the ones that use more. Okay. So there's all that. Now we have to set the top row. And as far as, I'm setting all of this, but, oops, I can probably access, nope, doing it from this side, just can't reach. I am setting all of this up even if I'm not going to be turning all of it on right away, so that, it's all ready to go once I am ready to expand. And if I set it up right, it should be able to flow together just fine. Although I didn't really think about, how much of each line is being consumed. So this is consuming 25 per 2. And this is consuming 45 per 2 on average. So might have to figure this a little bit. I might have to do 3, like these 6 for plates, these 6 for rods, these 12 for screws. Just to make sure that each line is using the same amount of iron. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna swap that over to do so. So this is gonna be rods. Rods. And the third one. And then the rest is gonna be screws. Wish I would have remembered that before setting all this up. I gotta go back and set it up again. Okay. It's just a little slower to get this all set up. It's fine. Okay. Now do the top row again. Okay, these first three are going to be plates. Sorry, I was having trouble getting up here. All right. 3 iron plates. And 3 iron rods. And then sending them all to a storage will be just as easy because they do have an upper and lower spot to put things into. All right. Let's get this one delivered to where it needs to go. Of course, it's going to be too long. Still make it to there, though. And the rest of the way over here. Let's go to about there, I think. Might need to shorten it up a little bit. Here, Mark 3 as well. Well, Mark 1 is what we'll put here to begin with. So come up to there. I think that connect. Looks like it. All right, and then that'll go in like that. Not 100% straight, but whatever. It works. Slight bend will be fine. All right. Okay, what's next? Power for everything, I suppose. Nope. Let's get the logistics set up first. Grab all of those. Remove that. Do I have enough room for all of these? I do. Remove that one too. Okay, so it's 3 and 3, and then the last 6. So wrong thing. Now is there, like, these are supposed to be lifts. But if you have a lift, you also need one to go downward as well. Okay, I can set it to go down as well. Okay. I think I need another platform. Maybe. I could put those up to the edge because I needed room on the other side. And I used all that room, pretty much. Okay. So I may need to do another row for the platform so it can all merge together, or just have it all kind of floating. I guess float, well, because they don't need to merge. They just need to, well, the bottom row needs to merge and the top row needs to merge. And then it all can fit into storage. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put in some more foundation. Like so. Now back up here. Where do I want the storage to be? I guess it doesn't really matter. Do I want two storages? Because, again, we've got two separate storages over there. No, I only want one storage. One storage is enough, I think. Alright, logistics down to a merger. And this goes right there. Wait, I don't need that one. I need it for this one. Why isn't it lining up? Not sure. Then this will go this direction. So we got the belt feeding into that. Got this one feeding into that. Sounded a bit odd to me for some reason. That one goes there. This one goes there. Then this one goes there. And a Mark 1 is going to feed down there somewhere. Now do that again with these. Merger, so it's gonna go that way. Line up like that. This one's gonna go this way. Line that up now, these 6. Do I want them feeding in all the way over here? I don't think so. I think I want these as close as I can get them to each other. Just so it's kind of a place of storage. Alright, so this one goes there. Just line the rest of them up like this. Out of iron plates again. Okay, let's go make some more. Some over here, I've got one of those crafting benches. Just turn the rest of this into plates. Thought I had enough, but apparently not. Then once this is going, we'll get half of these connected to power. Probably just the bottom half to begin with. That way they're, right on the ground, easy to get to. That sort of thing. Actually, we've got the top row almost done being made, so maybe the top row is what I connect to everything. And then we'll get the top row started up, and then the bottom row. We'll work on the bottom row while the top row is working. Connect all of this together again, like so. Alright, that's the rest of that there. So that goes there. Yeah, definitely gonna need a lot more of these plates. Alright, that's set up. And I gotta be careful. Okay. Now what is this? This is... I can hold them all. Not sure if I can hold them all and that. Oh, I can. Excellent. Okay. First storage. This is probably going to have to move. First... industrial storage. Gonna put like this. We are missing all the steel to be able to make this. Alright, let's go back over here. See if I have any steel on hand. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to head over and pick some up. Got a couple. I have enough for one storage. Okay. That case. Let me just dump all of this stuff over in storage over here. And I'm going to have to get some more steel. Now, I would take the vehicle, but the road is not complete. So I'm just going to have to run. If the road were complete, I'd take the vehicle and be able to turn around over there. But it's not, so this is what I'm going to have to work with. Also, if I remember correctly, I'm going to need to make it too wide. Just to get around some of those lumps of dirt and stone. Okay, coming over here. These things have not come back, which is good. We will have to get the steel production being sent back to the factory here at some point. Okay, hold on. Let's get some catwalks put up. Right, they have to be on a foundation. Never mind. Won't get any catwalks set up. That's why I need to put foundation over here. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. Just gonna grab it all. Because I'm going to make use of it all, I'm guessing. And we'll head back. I don't know if it's faster to go around this way or not, but this is where we're going. It's definitely faster than turning around again. Okay. So we'll go back over here, get a few of these storage containers built, and then we will upgrade the conveyor belts to be tier 3 with probably using all of this. So we may have to make another trip. Huh. That must have been one that I accidentally built. Not that it was in the way or anything, just thought it looked odd, so removed it. Okay, we are making steel containers. And for that, I need 40, 60 of these total. There we go. Okay, so organization. That's what I need. These are going to be facing this way. And probably line up with that. Let's get this going first. All right. And then this is going to line up there. Okay. Didn't quite line it up, I guess. So that. It's too close. It's hard to see this sometimes. Let's do that. Nope, that's not lined up. That's lined up with this down here, I think. There we go. Now, that there. And then there will be one over here that goes into the bottom one. But for the moment, that should deliver everything into the container. Okay, the next one's right here. So we'll do that. I think about there. Is that the same height? Might be too low. Let's remove it first. All right. Let's line this up like that. Did I get it the right spot? Of course not. Oop. Oh, let's do it like this again. Is that so I can see where this is going to go? This is going to go there. Yeah. Did not line it up. Okay, that's lined up there. You know what? Not going to worry about it. That looks like it's lined up just fine. If it's further out just by a little bit, it probably won't make a difference. I'll probably have things further out that way anyway. Okay, we're gonna put this use that to line this up. Something like that. Yeah. Then we'll redo this one so that it fits. There we go. Okay. So that's all set up. Let's get the Mark III conveyors crafted. And we'll upgrade it all, and then we'll hook up the power and turn it on. Alright, bunch of steel beams. 200 should be enough, I hope. Well, no, we'll do 100 at a time. I'm sure I'll need more than 100, but I also don't want to have a ton of this just sitting around if it's not going to be used for anything. Alright, so let's just go right down the line, upgrade it as it's needed, or as we go. This is probably going to use all the 100 right through here, I suppose. Alright, Mark III's, let's just go ahead. Upgrade this. Yeah, that is pretty much used up all of it. All of it and one more. Just one shy of having enough. Alright, let's make another 100. And we'll get the rest of this put in. And the reason why I'm thinking this is going to use a little bit more is because, like, even though there's small gaps, it's probably going to use, you know, 2 for the range that 1 could possibly be used for otherwise. We'll see. Alright, back to 100. Now, is there a way I can tell difference between these lines? Other than the fact that that one is obviously moving faster. Like there's there's visual differences, but they don't really look that visually different. Nope, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Create that. That's been upgraded there. that one. There we go. And again, these later ones probably don't need to be upgraded, but I'm going to do it anyway because I've got steel in plenty. And it's not really going to be that much difference on the speed side. Like, consuming the materials for the tier 3 stuff is essentially the same as tier 1. So, like, it uses iron plates and probably rods for the tier 1. And then it just uses steel, the equivalent of iron plate for steel for the tier 3. So this just seems to be an easy upgrade to do, especially compared to the tier 2 stuff, which required the enhanced steel plates, or whatever they're called. Reinforced steel plates. I mean, reinforced iron plates. I'm getting my words mixed up. Sorry. Okay, all this down here is done. The lift is done. So now we just need to upgrade all of this up here. Gotta make sure I'm targeting the correct thing. There we go. Easy from up top here, for some reason. Guess it's because it thinks I'm targeting the building for the most part. And I think I've figured out where I need to put it. Right there. Side's gonna just as difficult. Should be able to get it though. Oh, and we're out again. Alright, this is using a lot more than I thought it would. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, and a bit of a tickle in my throat. Didn't want to cough in your ears or anything like that. Okay. Just a few more of these. Hopefully that'll be enough. Again, I'm doing this in blocks of 100 just so I don't end up with too many left over and then just having to throw it all in storage or something. So we'll get these upgraded, we'll put the power into everything, and we'll see if the power grid can handle it. Maybe not initially, so I may have to fiddle with things a little bit. But since we're only going to be consuming half of what I'm producing, it should more manageable, if nothing else. Alright, that one was upgraded. This one was... One looks like it's going fast. So I guess we're right here for upgrading. There we go. All right. Belts are done. How about Mark III lifts? We'll upgrade that, that. Then I think I have... I might not be able to do anything there. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move this back a little bit. I was able to set it up fine, but what's the best way to look at this? This maybe? Right there. There we go. That's a little bit better. Do that. Upgrade that one, and upgrade that one. Okay, logistics are in place. Let's see about getting power to all of this. So there's this here, which I think I can remove. And we'll place it up top instead. Alright, power to a power line from... Looks like that one's open. So we'll just send that to like there. Alright, and this will have 3 connections. Well, it'll have 2 in a moment. So there's 2, 4. Nice to have better power lines. So 6, 8. And I'm not really lining these up for in any specific way. Just making sure that they all have a place to reach. Yeah, the power's probably going to be going down here in a moment. Then again, maybe not. $334. out of 375. And for the moment, those further down are probably not going to have as much delivered to them until this fills up. Because like this should be filling up to 100 or possibly 200. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So that fills up to 100. Now they're being passed on to the next one, which will fill up. And right on down the line. Because at the moment, stuff down here probably isn't getting much done. I mean, it does have some in storage. So it is consuming what was delivered there to begin with. And just to be sure, 270 resources per minute along those. There's a bit of delay for each one of these splitters, so that's okay. And then it's all being delivered to its proper places, so this is working fine. This one is working. This is working. Okay. So now, before those all fill up, I want to make sure that I get all the excess stuff that I had around here put into the storage. Did I fill this one up already? Yeah, with other stuff. Okay. Let's go back over here, because I think I've got some rods and screws and stuff that I want to get put back into storage. Sort that, sort that. Let's put all of that in there. Grab all of that and that. The rest of that there. Grab all of that. Deconstruct that. No longer need it. Alright, plates I'm going to keep a hold of because I'm going to use them all. Rods, we can put most of it away. We'll keep one stack on us. And same with the screws. Keep one stack on us. Okay, so we're making at the moment 90 of these per minute. We're making 45 of these per minute. And we're making a bunch of these per minute. I'm looking at the wrong numbers. We're making 300 screws per minute. Okay. We're making, oh yeah, these were 15. So 45 was right there. And 60 of these. And according to the power situation, we're going up and down, but 334 is what we will consume if everything is turned on. I only have half of it turned on at the moment. Are these still filling up? I guess this is where we're at. This one's filled up. Okay. That one's filled up. These are now filling up. Yeah. But, this is one thing I was thinking about as I was putting this together is, the further down the chain you get, the less and less there's going to be for the end stuff. At least until these fill up. So this one's full. Everything should be getting sent this way. Yeah. And so all of that is going to be filled up. While that's running, I'll set everything up down here like I had up there. Mergers. So this is just gonna go there. One there. There we go. I don't know why one row seems to be doing this much easier than the other. And we're just gonna put in the Mark IIIs at this point because I know where I want everything to go at this point. Right? Yes. This is where I want it to go. For a split second, I thought I was connecting every single one of them together, but no, not yet. There we go. And now we need more. Did I keep any steel on me? A little bit. Might as well grab some more, though. And by some more, I mean all of it. And we'll just use this crafting thing right over here. Yep, more steel beams. Okay. I think only 50 at this point. Not too many more. we go. All right. Back over to this side. And just putting stuff in. Like so, and like so. Okay. Now, logistics-wise, this should all good to go. It's filling up fairly nice. All right. Power-wise, looks like we've got a connection over here. Let's grab the right thing. Oh, 1 out of 4, 3 out of 4. We'll grab the 3 out of 4. Just send it. I don't know. Over here is fine, I guess. Something like that. Maybe to there. And there. That'll be 2, 4, 6, 8. This doesn't seem right. 10, 12, and one more, because I think I messed something up here. Okay, so we are currently consuming about 200. So if I connect one of those, 1, 2, 3, connect one there. Those start on this end. Connect 2 of those. We'll slowly increase this as we go. Actually, max is still underneath, so do another set. 1, 2. Do that. Do that. Still under. Okay. Interesting. All right, we've got everything hooked up. So maximum is now over what we're producing, just barely. But as long as we don't have everything running simultaneously, then it should be fine. That being said, I do have batteries I can make. Or power storage, I guess. And these would cost modular frames and straighters. I've got modular frames around here somewhere. Yeah. Nope. It's modular frames. And I believe I'm going to need to combine a few things for some straighters. I don't need much power storage, just enough to make sure that everything doesn't shut down when it happens. So 5 is how many I need. And to make these, I need steel pipes. Really? Steel pipes and wires? I thought they were... Oh, motors require straighters. Got it. Alright, so we just need 30 steel pipes. That should be fine. As soon as I find them on the list. We'll craft up a few of these. Okay. Come down here and make 10 of these. Then we'll throw a battery to get charged up so that hopefully the power doesn't shut down if it strays over the top. Okay, and I don't think it matters where it goes. There was one thing right over here. We'll put it here for now. That, of course, will be in the way eventually. Time until full 1 hour. So 100 megawatts is what it will charge, but it charges, or sorry, megawatt hours? Is that? Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with the abbreviations. It's not something I normally work with, so, you know, sorry for that. Okay, and that's just the same thing. But also it only charges at 100. So there is no quick charge, I guess. So it doesn't matter that I have all this excess energy. I can only charge at a certain rate. Got it. Okay. Everything else is currently active. Well, as far as all of this goes. Let me just have a look over here and see if we are staying up to date with everything. Seems like it. Like we are keeping this full. Oh, right, I made 10 of these. You know what? Let's just have a second battery. Why not? Just right up next to this one. All right. Guess that's how that goes. those together. Interesting. The charge rate is fluctuating a lot. I mean, I'm okay with it as long as it's, continuously charging. I guess the batteries all... I don't know why that does that every once in a while. Yes, the batteries are connected to each other, so one reading is for the lot of it. Alright, so that should keep anything bad happening if we go over the charge briefly. All of that is hooked up. We've got our 3 basic items being crafted. As far as things go next, so we're gonna need to add in things like the reinforced plates, the modular frames. Copper sheets are over on the other side. And then, is there any other iron stuff? The rotors, stators, and motors will be further down. So it looks like, I suppose I can bring the steel production up here at this point. Where do I want that to be? Okay, so it's gonna come in from down the road there. I'm gonna bring it up here. Let me have a look around here. Okay, so our concrete production probably needs to move over to the side a little bit more, just so that it's not right over here. But also the concrete is going to be mixing in with the steel production. At least for the next step up. Let me just double check. I also need to set one of these up. Missing something for that. I think I've got the reinforced plates over here. I've got some. Alright, so an assembler, just so I can see things quickly. Alright. So that's all iron. That's all iron. That's steel and concrete. Iron. Stator's gonna be steel and copper. Then we're gonna combine the 2 rotors and stators into motors. Then down here, that's all iron. That's iron and steel. And then that's going to combine all 3. Okay, so steel is going to be in all of it. Only partially for this, so 4 per craft there. 3 of the... wait. Oh, 4 steel beams per craft, not just steel ingots. Okay. So we're gonna have to do all of that up here as well. So, if I'm going to be going down there for the steel, then I might as well finish up the road and put in a foundation for everything down there as well. Alright, let me sort this. Looks like I am running pretty low on concrete, so I might as well grab some more. Let's just do that. And I guess let me just go down there and start working on it, and if I find I need something, I'll come back up. And yes, again, I left my vehicle there because the road's not finished. Although, I suppose I possibly could have finished it or will be finishing it here in a moment. But, oh well. Okay, so I think this is the level that I'm going to be putting everything on. It seems to be slightly higher than the ground over here, which is what I prefer. It looks like it's even higher than this part. And as far as foundation goes, ooh, excuse me, gonna need to go around that, and again, and this way. Then, of course, I can adjust the foundation as needed in height as I get things put on. I think I'm going to be putting all of the what are they? The coal facilities up top there, because I can just run one water pipe through the whole thing as long as it doesn't go over 300. If I... Let's see. How do I want to do this? So at the moment, all the coal production is over there, or the steel production is over there, because that's where the iron is coming from. And I do need to check this a second, see if I am using all of the iron or just some of it. Because right now it's not running because the storage is full. I forgot my weapon. That's fine. Okay, so we're only using 2 of these. This is an upgraded one, so we are producing 240. And each one of these uses 45 per minute. So I could upgrade these with power shards to make it so that they produce more evenly, so 240 Like, if I could consume 80 each, I'd only need 3, I believe. And that would only use 1 power shard, but it would also use more power. So maybe instead I just build more smelters. Because, oh wait, I'd use 2 power shards if I was trying to get to 80. Because it is 45 per minute, 80 is double. Power shards only do 50%. Okay. And I should have thought about this when setting up the other stuff. Like, I wouldn't have needed to do the entire 24 if I had thought, well, I just use 2 power shards each to double its production. Oh, but this is also providing for that over there. Got 2 of these going. I don't need 2 of these because I believe this also produces 204. No, it doesn't. It produces 120. Right, because that one's up there is pure, and these are normal. Forgot about that. Okay. Ugh, this is going to be a whole other thing to get set up again. I may just leave this for next time. Like, this is going to be as big of a project as I am currently working on. So, for the moment, let me just get the steel heading that way. How do I want to do this? Also, this plateau isn't as big as I thought it was. This might not be a good place to put all of... Oh, especially if there's copper sitting right here. Okay, so we've got a thing of copper over here as well. Now I kind of want everything to be delivered along the road, or beside the road perhaps. It'd give me a good reason to make the road wider. So that would to go from there that way, or around. I might go around. Also, this is going to be a really long thing of steel, so at this point I am going to convert all the steel beams that I have on me into steel beams. Because if I'm using, you know, almost 300 or so for what I've made up there, this is going to use just as much just getting to the base. That's what my assumption would be. Okay, so gonna send it around the big plateau, send it up to the top, And I might run it underneath if I can. Run it underneath the platform. Might have to build another platform to hold it up or something. Maybe put in like what I was doing for the stacking conveyors earlier today. Do that underneath if it will allow me. But we'll see. Okay, so when it gets over here, I'm gonna have to go look at the road. Hold on. Oh, I've already messed it up. So I can't make the road too wide because I've already put the platforms there with everything on it. I can, however, have it, it is too wide for the first top half, quarter, third, however much it is. So I could just move it over some more. So, for example, the ramp. I can do this just fine. Remove that for the moment. Get a platform there. And then back to the ramp. Just do something like that. With it like this. Then I can run it right along this side till it gets up here. And once it's like right here, I can fold it underneath. Maybe even, well, these are gonna come in. Oh, right. I have these to work with as well. I've got a lot of stuff to build. Okay, so that can come in there, move underneath, go up this way. This has to be, no, it can be built on that as well. But it doesn't look like it can be built on like hanging down. What about a conveyor? Like if I were to have it there. What? conveyor belt. Okay, why is that not working as intended? Do I need to... Oh, I see. Okay, so if I set there, then it... But there's nowhere to connect it to. Floor is too steep. Overlapping another object clearance. Oh, but clipping may occur, but that's fine. Okay. Trying to figure this out. So it's best to be placed on a flat surface and not on a slope. So what I would have to do... Can I build walls underneath? Overlapping clearance over here would be fine. So I could do something like that. Then put in a foundation. Gonna have to be able to see it from this side though. So then I could do something like that. Okay. That's probably how I will do it then. Then run something underneath this way. And it will pop up like over here somewhere. Because it needs to go to all three. It needs to go to those, it needs to go to that, and it needs to go to the iron. Now, how are we doing on the production? That's doing fine. This is also doing fine. I just want to make sure that everything is working out. So that's all within reason. And then if I check these, they are still full. Excellent. Okay, everything is keeping up. So, I'm gonna put this down here then. Start with a couple of these foundations. I can fit in here, which is just as good. Oh, well. Ow. Cannot walk on terrain that doesn't exist yet. All right, getting... Oh, and that hurt again. Wonderful. should be all the falling I'm doing. Hopefully. Let's remove all of these, because I don't think I need them over here anymore. Let's get back over here. This time I will try not to fall off. I will not walk on surfaces that are only there according to my HUD. All right. Build it first before walking on it. Two more this way should be fine. We'll build it like that. So then we'll probably have it delivered up maybe this way. That way it's not getting in the way of this and everything like that. Okay, but while I'm up here though, I should manage this. So this I have upgraded to a tier 2, it seems, already. How much is being consumed per minute? So 45. So again, like, let's see, 90, 180. 5 of them, probably. I could do 6. Just to make sure I'm using everything. And these are constructors. So the basic stuff. Can I fit 6 constructors up here? I don't know. I'll try. Let's remove that. 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 I don't think I can. I don't think 6 constructors are going to fit up here easily. But, you know, I shouldn't be limiting myself to just that. All right, let's get the foundation. Let's put in a ramp. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, that's the right direction. Actually, it'd be better to build it from up top where I can see everything. that the surface I want to build on? No, I think I'll do one more up. Nope, that's still a ramp. And this surface should be high enough to build on. Granted, it is a little too high for the pioneer, so I'll probably have that go over that way, up and back this way. All right, so moment, just do 3 more like that. Six constructors. So something like this, I guess. Let's see how much space. There's 2, 3. Almost enough space. Maybe if I wasn't standing here, it would be. But I am standing here, so let's move this over a little bit more. And just gonna go ahead and put this foundation in as well. Not just because it's gonna stop it from hanging off the edge. But also so I can walk around on it. Okay, so that'll be over there. I can still walk underneath here. That will deliver it over this direction. And then it'll go up there and put it all up here. And looking at it this way, this might be how I want to do it after all. One more, so again, so I can walk around. Okay, so I'm going to be sending this over here to about here, I guess. So that to go up to here. Then from there, we're going to start splitting it up. Putting it into these. think it's proximity that's making it easier, hard to see where this is all going. I don't know. But again, I'll just feed this all in like this. This can go in like that. Oh, and I suppose I need to connect them like this as well. Okay. Then I just need to deliver it on this end. So I have to merge it right back together. So. And having set this up at this point, I have no idea why I was doing this with Mark 1 conveyor belts when I've got Mark 3 in my inventory. But, oh well. Almost done setting it up like this. I will finish setting it up like this and then upgrade it in a moment. Alright, got that one there. This goes there. This one goes there. All goes there. Can send that down to there. That'll put it all in storage. Now back up to the top, I suppose I need to set them to actually produce this, don't I? Concrete. And then, of course, the final bit, hook it all up to power. And upgrade the tracks, of course. Okay, so got enough connectors here. Put go back up top again. Jumping isn't the easiest thing in this game. Alright, here's one for those two. Put one here. And we'll put one way over at the end here. Alright. Now we'll connect them all up. like so. Now we have a look here. It is still, current power usage is still basically hovering around 50%. Oh, but I need to upgrade the lines here. Logistics. See if I can get up top here easily. I can. All right, delivery is all upgraded. So now for this side. There we go. Now with it moving at full speed, maybe the lines are a little bit higher, but still, somewhere in the middle, it's all good. Of course, I didn't put that anywhere yet. Probably should have. Actually, with me possibly having to make, well, no. I was gonna say I should double the container, but so far I don't think I need to. Standard container should be just fine. Over here, we're still making as much as we possibly can. Well, almost as much as we possibly can. Let me figure this out again. So these are all consuming 30 per minute. So that's 90. So 30, 60, 90. Plus another 45. So that's 135. Then beads are consuming 12 and a half. So these are 75. So 210 is what we're consuming, and we're producing 240. So exactly what I wanted it to be at. And that's keeping all of this basically at a constant production. These are all constantly producing. That one's going as well. Copper is going to need to be upgraded. What do we have sitting in here? Just some stuff that I need to sort out in a bit. We're not going to keep a hold of all the concrete that I just put in my inventory. Not with, or limestone, sorry. Don't need all the limestone in my inventory. As far as this goes over here, I need to expand this because, again, this I believe has been upgraded to a 240 per minute, and at best we're consuming 90. So I need another 5 of these to make more of this stuff. That's just bars, though. I don't ingots for anything that I know of. Wire. Wire production is definitely going to need to be stepped up. Sheets. Probably will need more. Where's my viewing thing? What I can view recipes at? This thing right here. So, just as a reminder, wire is going to be used for stators. Oh, maybe I'm not needing the plates for anything. Alright, over here. Something's missing. Oh, right. I took down some of these things to make sure I had room. So let me put some of this back up. Like this. There we are. Because I was thinking, man, this place looks empty. I thought I was running through a building at that point. Over here, we've got hypertubes and blueprints that we still need to do. Might as well set this as the next milestone, just so I can remember next time. Actually, I can do most of it right now. You know what? I could probably do all of it right now. Let me... This, I think, will be the last thing that I do for the day. So, grab 400 of those. I am out of steel, so I'll have to go down there and grab more. And it looks like I'll need some more concrete as well. So I'll grab another stack of that. It takes a long time to set all this stuff up. And this is only half of what I can produce, too. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes as we continue on. But again, I'm thinking, like, in order to produce enough for, like, phase 2. Like, granted, something like that should be working in the background as I'm doing things. But if I'm setting things up from beginning to end, then I'm not really working on that until the end. So it may come down to me setting everything up and then letting it run for a little bit just to get those items. Like once I catch up with everything. I am here for steel. Just needed to remind myself. So over here, just grab this. Do I need all of it? I I mean, I might as well take as much as I can carry. I'll put that back so I have room for crafting. Missed it. There we go. Probably wasted as much time as just going around would take, but whatever. Alright. And of course I need to fix up the road a little bit, make it so that it's a little straighter, no corners that I can fall through and stuff like that. Right, heading back up this way. I hope I have enough steel to do all of this. I didn't really think about it, I just grabbed what I could. But we'll get up here and get this stuff crafted. And it's right here. Okay. We need steel pipes. What do we need for this? Steel beams. Alright, well, let's do the pipes first because we need to make room in our inventory. So we'll get these 300 done real quick. And it looks like I only have enough for 25 beams at the moment. Oh, probably because I only have 101 steel beams. That'd do it. So we're gonna another 100 beams in order to make the industrial beams. Where's my current count? There it is. Up to 160. Halfway done. Well, more than halfway done, but close enough. Then we'll launch the drone, get things delivered, and get a little bit of a description of what it is I'm unlocking. Hypertubes. Because from the description I've seen, I think it's for personal travel over long distances. So maybe I don't need a road. Yeah, maybe I should get this researched first, because if I don't need the road, then that might save me some time. Well, no, it wouldn't. Rather than building a road, I'd be building the hypertubes. Then maybe running the conveyors along that. So deliver that, deliver that. We need another 50 industrial beams. Doesn't take much of that, so let's build the other 100. That way we need to get this first. That way we'll have it all ready to go. And, you know, while most people would probably be upset that, oh no, I'm this far into the game, I don't want to have to do anything by hand anymore. I like the partial hands-on approach. So, otherwise I'd be, standing around waiting for the automation to craft all of this stuff. All right, so there's 200 of that. Get these 50 beams created. So, a lot of times I am comparing this to Dyson Sphere because these two games are some of my favorite games to play so far. Uh, at least that I have played. Um, Obviously, like Dyson Sphere has a few things going for it that this one doesn't. Like, uh, how easy it is to make a lot of the things. And I think, like, not for crafting your individual items, but like for uh, building setup and whatnot, it's a little easier, I think, in Dyson Sphere. Now, hold on.
Milestone reached. Fixit Incorporated has processed and incorporated frequent Pioneer requests for pipe-based personal transport. Introducing Hypertubes. Safe, aesthetic, adaptable, fun. Enjoy a view of your hard work as you soar through incredibly tight turns. Build them today. Note: Fixit Incorporated is not responsible for any harm caused by irresponsible use of this product.
Okay. um, but okay, so like the difficulty in crafting comes in as well. You saw with me having to hop between everything and build it, whereas in Dyson Sphere, you just kind of have a bit more of a god view. So you have a view that you can just, for the most part, build things a little easier. There are some instances where it gets a little difficult, but at the same time, I like this better. And maybe you can do this in Dyson Sphere as well by zooming in or something. But I like being, you know, this close to all of this, is seeing it all be processed as it goes. And then, climb up to a high ledge and have a look down on everything that you've made. That's fine too. Um, but is this having trouble for some reason? Hold on. Let me get some more steel beams. Might have been just because the way things were moving along, but looked like I might have missed a spot in there. Like some of it's not moving as fast as it should. No. All of this is fine. All of this is fine. Okay. Sorry, just looks like right here it looks crowded, and that might just be because it's the beginning of one belt and the end of another. So that's perfect fine. Okay. Um, but I like both games. They both have their pros and their cons. Um, but I enjoy them nonetheless. But I think also, like, this is where I'm going to call it for the day. Been doing this for about 3 hours tonight. We got A little bit done. I wouldn't say a lot, but infrastructure takes a while to make sure that you have it right. So, we're producing the three basic items now. We're still producing steel down below. We haven't gotten it up here yet, but we're working on that a little bit. We've upgraded the concrete production over here, and we have yet to get to the copper over here. Um, so next time, I think um, some of the things that I need to do, obviously, upgrade the copper production, expand the iron production over here, bring the steel production from over there up here to produce the items, and then integrate the steel into all three of these as well. Um, Other things, power nodes. I probably need to find some more slugs, do some exploring. Um, Maybe one of these times I will do an entire episode on exploring because, according to the map, there is a lot to explore. Like I can see a little bit way down here at the bottom, a little bit to the northeast. And I've really only stuck around this little area right here, just where the iron is, and over here on to the west where the coal is. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here for the night. Um, Hope y'all enjoyed everything today, and I guess I will talk to y'all next time. Have a good night.